Once Lord Gautam Buddha was preaching to his disciples about the two things, worldly bond and fascination. Gautam Buddha told his disciples that the real cause of misery in human life is fascination and bond. Where there is human fascination and worldly bond, there must be sorrow. That means you have to free yourself from all this. The discourse having ended, Buddha left the place and went to his ashram. The next morning, a man bowed to Buddha and stood in front of him. He said, "I know that you were telling me all the things when you were advising last evening. I understood the meaning of your words, so I have left all my worldly bonds and come to you without delay. I have given up all my fascination. Gurudev, please keep me with you from now on. My goal from now on is to search for the truth of life." Gautam Buddha listened and smiled softly. He said, "What are those bonds that you have left?" The man said, "I have parents, a wife, and a child at home. I was very sorry because my life was very sick. Sometimes she gets so sick that she can't bear the pain. It seemed she would have got rid of this ordeal if she had died. My parents are also old and have a lot of problems. In short, I was in deep sorrow. After listening to your speech yesterday, I realized that this worldly bond is the cause of my sorrow. That is why I have left my family and come to you. From now on, my only job is to learn the truth of life." Then Lord Buddha asked, "Have you left everything?" The man replied, "Yes, I have left my family and beloved ones completely, and I will not look back." Buddha said, "Are you sure that no relationship is left there by mistake?" The man said, "No, there is none. I am completely free from all bonds." Gautam Buddha laughed and said, "Okay, rest in the ashram today and meet me tomorrow morning." The person kept thinking all night about his life. He thought, "My whole life was in vain. I didn't think for myself for a moment while working for others. This time I will fulfill the real purpose of life by following the path of the great Gautam Buddha." In the morning, he stood in front of Lord Buddha under the banyan tree of the ashram, bowed to Lord Buddha and said, "Order, Gurudev, what should I do now?" Buddha said, "You will make a long journey to the east. There is a wise sadhika, a female devotee in a village. You must bring whatever she gives you." The man bowed to Buddha again and went out. It was a long walk in the scorching sun. The man was too tired and hungry during the long journey. He kept thinking, if I stayed at home at this time, I would have eaten my favorite food and taken a rest. During his thought, he reached the village of Shadhika and found her ashram in front. A very beautiful Shadhika came and stood in front of him. The man looked at Shadhika in amazement. Shadhika said, I know Lord Gautam Buddha has sent you. Please come in. So long a journey you have made. You must be very hungry. I am arranging your meal. Shadhika served him food. On seeing his plate full of food, the man was highly surprised because the food he was thinking about during his journey was the same as what Shadhika had prepared for him. While eating, the person was looking at Shadhika's feet. What a beautiful feet! At that time, Shadhika said, Lord Buddha's feet are the most beautiful. One who has got shelter in his feet is blessed. The man looked away in embarrassment and bowed his head. At the end of the meal, the person thought that if he could rest for a while, it would be very comfortable. Shadhika said, Please take some rest this time. Your bed is ready. I will fan you. The man was surprised again and said, You must be a thought reader. You are speaking my mind. The man lay down on the bed and began to rest. Standing beside him, Shadhika was fanning him with a hand fan. The man secretly looked at her body. Seeing all parts of her body, the man began to think, What a beautiful woman with such a delicate body. Ah, she is a queen. How happy I would be if this woman were my wife. Seeing Shadhika, the person also composed some poems about her in his mind. Suddenly he thought, I have to cross a very long road. I must go this time. He said to Shadhika, I should go now. As he was leaving, the man thought he would see Shadhika once more, to his heart's content. He turned around and looked at her. Shadhika said, Human body is the worthless mixture of blood, flesh and bones. This body is perishable. One day it will be destroyed. What we see is just an illusion of eyes. On hearing this, the man became frightened and said, You are a prophetess, so you know my mind. Shadhika said, No, I am not a prophetess. By the grace and devotion of Lord Buddha, I know life and can read the thoughts of the mind. That's why I'm telling you, there is nothing in this body. It will ruin one day. The man was visibly embarrassed. He thought, the woman, despite knowing my feelings, was so respectful to me. But what I am doing with her? I am a great sinner. He could no longer look into Shadhika's eyes. He just left. He came back to Buddha and told him the whole truth. The man said to Buddha, Gurudev, I have made a mistake. Please forgive me. Buddha said, I knew your thoughts from the beginning. Now tell me, have you been able to break the bond of fascination? The person said, I have left the bond of my family and world according to your words. Buddha replied, we cannot be free from bonds only if we give up the heavy bonds and fascination from outside. You have left the family bond, but today you were going to bind yourself in another bond for which you consider yourself a sinner. The man said, Gurudev, you are right. I had many problems with my sick wife and old parents. I was sad. I wanted to escape from that problems. Now I realize the real fascination is in me. Lord Buddha said, man listens to what I say according to his interest. He does not listen to what he does not have an interest in. People seek anger, lust, and desire outside. Lust and fascination come from desire. And if desire and lust are not fulfilled, then comes anger. You see, when we get angry, we find the cause of that anger in others. We say that I am angry for him. Never we say that I got mad because of my fault. If we want, we will not get angry anymore. Just like this, bond does not stay outside. It stays inside us. And it is only bond which is the root of sorrow. If you like our videos, subscribe to the channel and like and share the videos with your beloved ones. Thanks.